What can we do to improve our quality of life at the same moment that we improve our chances of success? Is there a formula for success? How can we think and what can we do to increase our chances of personal and professional prosperity? Hey guys, here's Mateus, founder of Speak Now, and today we will become familiar with 10 principles that we can use in our lives that will make the whole difference in your quality of life, personal satisfaction, and professional development. Gandhi has a beautiful reflection that says, "A man is but the product of his thoughts, what he thinks, he becomes." Gandhi isn't the only one to tell us how effective our thoughts are in shaping our reality. Stoicism, one of my favorite philosophical structures with exponents as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, says that we can't control external events. However, we can influence our thoughts and actions. So, we should start our argument by proposing 5 principles to shape our minds. Before we begin, I also recommend you taking a look at our video on growth mindset. It will help you go deeper on the subject of self-narrative and techniques to develop a more constructive attitude in the face of challenges. Let's begin. First principle: accepting failure. The first thing we should mention on a mindset that can take us to prosperity is the acceptance of failure. If you are too afraid to fail, you will not even try. Normally, we think of failure as the opposite of success. However, it's a fundamental part of it. Our greatest glory is not in ever failing, but in rising every time we fail. Second principle: self-improvement. Accepting failure is an important part of self-improvement. By trying different things, you will fail. By failing, you will learn. By learning, you will make yourself a more skilled and able person both in specific situations and in life in general. Self-improvement, moreover, goes hand in hand with the idea of being a lifelong learner. Never stop learning, never stop going after your dreams, never stop moving. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Third principle: taking action. Your objectives will only manifest in your life if you take actions to reach them. If you have goals, you will need to make sacrifices in your life. There is no way out of it. Everything that's worth doing demands consistency and execution. Plans aren't enough. How wonderful it is that nobody needs to wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Fourth principle: self-discipline. We have seen the importance of self-discipline and how to develop it previously, but it is worth mentioning again. Self-discipline gives you consistency when motivation disappears. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Fifth principle: ignoring conformity. We are social animals, so conformity plays a big part in our psyche. When we were living in the savannas, it certainly helped us in surviving. However, many studies, such as the conformity experiment, show how a majority can influence the way in which we see reality and behave. By matching others' behaviors, attitudes, and beliefs, you will never create anything new. It might give you group acceptance, which doesn't mean that you will be accomplishing your full potential. You are unique, neurobiologically and psychologically speaking, so it's your mission to find your own path. Now that we became more familiar with some important concepts that can shape our thoughts, we can begin to see how our acts can be improved through the last 5 principles. The objective of these habits is to improve our quality of life, enhance our thinking and decision making, as well as providing us with emotional, physical, and mental health. This skill set can certainly boost our chances of personal and professional prosperity. First habit, practicing physical exercises. Besides eating good food, to provide you with enough energy to face the different challenges of the day, the daily practice of physical exercises can improve your mental clarity and sharpness, reduce stress, and promote creativity. If you can think better, more calmly, and more creatively, how much will your daily life and decision making gain from it? Exercise is the key not only to physical health but to peace of mind. Second habit, financial education. Knowing what to do with your money is one of the most important skills in life. It can make your life easier or much more difficult. If you know how to spend your money consciously, you can maximize your income and your chances to succeed. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. Third habit, meditation. As we have seen previously, meditation can help us to improve our self-discipline. Aside from it, it can also contribute to the reduction of anxiety and of negative thoughts. It improves our memory, sleep, and it increases our concentration. For one simple practice, you receive so many benefits. To implement it in your routine, in case you don't have this habit, you can start with sessions that are 10 minutes long, and as you feel the positive effects, you can gradually increase your sessions. Correct your mind, and the rest of your life will fall into place. Fourth habit, reading. We mentioned before the importance of self-improvement, and one of the most relaxing and efficient ways to do it is by creating the habit of reading, at least 30 minutes per day. Any book that you want, from essays to fiction. Reading is perfect to combat the shallow thinking of our modern society, in which we are bombarded with an infinite quantity of content, but with very little substance. A book promotes a deeper kind of thought by making us follow a line of argument in more depth, which sharpens our minds. The more you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. Fifth habit, time management. By managing your time more effectively, you will have a reduction of stress, more time to attend to your responsibilities and do what you love, more opportunities in your life, and the capacity to make your goals manifest in reality. To improve your time management, you should set goals, prioritize your activities, and determine a time limit to do them. For example, you can decide that you will dedicate 1 hour to reading daily, 50 minutes to practicing physical activities, 20 minutes for meditation, etc. You do that activity until the time you stipulated. Taking breaks from one activity to another can help you to refresh mentally. Lastly, start your day with clear intentions of what you need and what you want to do that day. A to-do list can come in very handy. It is not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we busy about? In our video today, we have seen 5 principles to shape your way of thinking and 5 different habits that can make you a more successful person, both personally and professionally. Since we are the product of our thoughts, by shaping them, we can gain substantial control over our lives. Since excellence is a habit, by nurturing a positive routine, we can achieve a better version of ourselves. I hope that today's discussion will help you to solidify the way you face challenges, shape your routine, and create the life that you desire. If you enjoyed these ideas, share them with people that you love. help us spread these techniques and the message. You can make the difference. See you in our next video.